Hello everyone. Let's double check on our voices here. I mean, if the sound is fine, can you put the I don't know, some comments in the in our chat, just double check that the video is fine and everybody hears each other. Hi Giacomo. Hi everyone. So while everybody's getting together here, I see there's a few dozens of people that are joining in because we're just starting, and the whole idea for us to start this. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, for us to start this time in the online format is basically just to try and involve as many people as possible in our let's say two-way communications rather than just basically sitting and watching. For those of you who were not taking part in our event last year, last month in September. Yeah, so for those of you that are just joining in, please let's spend some time on double checking of the sound and the video. If everything is fine, put 2 pluses maybe, just double check that everything is fine. If not, the technical support will definitely guide you through some help here. Yep, thanks a lot. Please do not touch buttons. Okay, I'll try not to. And before we go in, let's first sort of come to know each other. Can you please write down the cities or the countries where you're coming from at the moment? So that we all come together and understand, you know, how do we cover the geography. So again, the cities and the countries that you come from at the moment, where you're sitting at the moment. We know that part of our team is actually traveling to DevCon right now. That's happening in Prague and Czech Republic. Then some of our partners are now in Malta. Yeah, Giacomo is in San Francisco, California. It's early morning for you, I guess, right? So great to start a day like this. Okay, Russia, Moscow, yeah. Seattle, Mike, hi, yeah, good to see you as well. So good coverage that we have, huh? Anyone else? Okay, yeah, St. Petersburg from Russia for Ivan. Right, so yeah, so while everybody is joining in, let's, I'll spend about, I think, 5 to 6 minutes, remaining minutes, before we go into the details of all our conversation here, of all our events here. And before we go there, let me just show you a couple of slides about the event which we are about to take part in right now. So serial hacking is a hacking event for developers community in blockchain area that was started last month and is going to last for half a year with semi-final events each month in September, October, then coming November and December, and then with the grand finale, which is going to take place in February of 2019 in Hong Kong. With the finals that, and I mean, the winners of all these events are welcome to basically participate in the grand final. Let's say the co-organizers of this event, of course, are the companies called Crypto Bazaar and CB Capital as the fund, probably one of the largest, of course, community and the fund in blockchain sphere in the Russian-speaking countries. And then our large partner and good friends, a team of Phantom, that took a lot of their time and effort to basically, to help us with putting this all together and basically moving this big event across the board. So the whole idea of serial hacking, of course, is to, number one, spread the word about blockchain across the developer community to make sure that more and more developers are aware of all these international companies, all these international projects that are right now making their first steps, trying to accelerate the development of their protocols, of their solutions, to make sure that the whole ecosystem grows, becomes bigger and larger, and so that in a few years' time we might see some of some of the industry standards coming up pretty much, probably even starting from events like this, right? Events like ourselves. That's number one. Number two, of course, is to make sure that talented people, individual developers, development teams would have exposure to international companies, like, again, Phantom from South Korea, New Cipher from Silicon Valley in the United States, Quark Chain, Anchor, Lino, this time, of course, from, I would say, a combination of China and, again, the United States, some European companies, and so on and so forth, so that all of these people, all of these bright individuals, bright teams would have chances to actually get exposed to all these companies with lots of requests, with actually lots of resources as well, to make sure that after the hackathon, during the hackathon, these teams could talk to each other and talk to the partners and basically discuss their possible cooperation in the future, whether it be hiring opportunities or subcontracting or freelancing opportunities or whatever else. So this is a very exciting time for all of us because, again, as the project develops, more and more developers are joining in. This month, I would say the month of October, was massive in terms of media. Just it so happened that we have now about I think almost all universities that are in Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus that totally know about this event, know about the partners of this event. We have probably all of the communities, all of the developers communities of these countries that all know about, you know, how these things, I mean, about the event and about the participants of this event. So just to go through some of the formal parts, of course, we have five partners in the event of October and in the semifinal, and Phantom, of course, is the co-organizing partner for us. New Cipher is a good friend of us for quite a long time already. The golden partner for the actual semifinal event of October, Quark Chain. Also, you know, big thanks and big shout out to the team of Quark Chain for a lot of effort that they put to actually pull this whole event together, the tasks together, you know, working with the community and developers, and actually also supporting the spread around of information about this event. So thanks a lot for all of you guys. And apparently the newcomers for the month for us, Lino and Anchor, as two very prominent players in the field. I mean, thanks everybody for taking part of this. So just a couple of words again about our, let's say, the experts that will be silently and then visually on the screen taking part in this event today. The ones that I'm going to show you just in a minute. Each of these partners or representatives of the companies, of course, they would say a couple of words about the projects that they went through, because there were quite a few submissions of the projects. Out of those submissions, 3 were pre-selected. It was done offline, let's say, right? I mean, when we submitted all the tasks, most of you already know this. Then 3 of the teams were pre-selected. Today we will see pretty much like 3 presentations of each individual projects for Phantom, New Cipher, Quark Chain, Lino and Anchor, of course. And out of that, I will show you how the nominations would be spread out between the these people, and eventually we will go into the final nomination base, basically, just to understand who's going to be the winner of the semifinal of October. So first of all, I would like to welcome Jake Choi. I think Jake is here. If you're here, please say hi to all of us in the chat room. Jake is the Chief Marketing Officer of Phantom, a good friend of ours. He was taking part last time in September hackathon. And it'll be great, of course, to see Jake today to have a look at the projects and, again, vote for the winning parts. The representative from Quark Chain, of course, is Yudong Yang, research scientist, also good, good partner for us already since last month. Yudong, of course, will be great to see you as well today on the screen. If you're here, it'll be great, of course, if you guys join in the chat room just to say hi to each other. The representative from New Cipher is Mike Yegorov, co-founder, CTO. Mike, I saw you already in the chat room, so thanks for coming in. Thanks for taking so much of your time. I know very busy time that you guys are developing the New Cipher ecosystem around, and thanks for taking this time to actually be the part of this event for us. The representative for the next company, Lino, is Xiu Zhang. Something, like a new company for some people, and of course a very good project for us, very responsive people. So Xiu, again, will be great to see you. I don't know what's happening here. And Giacomo, of course, Giacomo Ghidini, Giacomo, yeah, great to see you. I saw your comments in the chat room a little bit earlier from senior blockchain researcher from Anchor Network. It'll be great, of course, to see you today while we're taking the votes. So moving on, there's going to be our side of the jury, of course, who is going to be taking part in the voting process. Andrey Yudin, the first CTO of a company called Mail.ru. Most of you are familiar with this company, of course, and apparently a co-founder of Crypto Bazaar, Zero Hacking, and CB Capital companies. Roman Shirochenko, the lead developer for the BitFury company. Also, nobody needs to be reminded what BitFury is, of course. Andrey Varnavsky, the director of blockchain laboratory Financial University of in Moscow, of course, in government under the government of the Russian Federation, and of course Sergey Zapechnikov, professor of cryptology and cybersecurity institute of the National Research and Nuclear University of MEPHI. So Sergey, also hi, thanks for for joining in, guys, and thanks for your future votes. So the way we'll go on today is every time we're going to have slots of like I said, of a bunch of projects, each of them pre-selected by the projects previously, of course. So we're going to see, let's say, the cream of the cream, right? And that's number one. While the projects are presenting their ideas, they have 3 minutes for the presentation. Let me see, yeah. And then we have 2 minutes for the questions and answers. After that, we'll have 1 minute for the voting process. During this time, all our partners and, of course, our jury will vote distantly for, giving their marks from 1 to 3 to each individual project. The same way as we did it in September, hopefully it'll be faster than last time. So after that, we'll have the next project and the next project, and then by the end of each of the sections, we'll have the speaker from our sponsoring partner, who would say a couple of words about what they were expecting, just a couple of words about maybe the news of the company, and the final decision about the first prize, the second prize, and the last prize. So as for the prizes, each of the total amount of the prizes is the same as it was last month. So it's 1,200,000 rubles. I'm sorry, unfortunately for someone. Of course, yeah. Is the guys? Let's just double check again on the technical side. Is the video and the sound okay from your side? If it is okay, can you put the double pluses? Just double check that everything is fine here, please. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks very much. Can you please all double check and see that the thing is fine? Thank you. So just going through individual individual prizes. So we have, like I said, over here, if you see it on the screen, then we have 3 prizes from Phantom, 3 from New Cipher, 3 for blockchain, Lino, and Anchor. Each prize, the first prize is 75,000 rubles, second is 50, and third one is 25,000. So we'll have 5 of these nominations, basically 5 sections. And what happens next is after this, after each presentation of the project, of course, we'll have the voting, as I said. So by the end of the final project, we'll have the votes for all of the projects that are taking part in this semi-final. So out of those, we will be selecting the 6, let's say the finals of the October pool. We'll have the first prize, which will go to go to one company, of course, with a prize of 150,000 rubles. Second prize will be 2 places with 90,000 rubles, and the third place would be, of course, 3 companies with 40,000 rubles. So this is how this spread out of the prizes would be, and it will be nice to see what will happen today. And as I already said, the final, the company and the project and the team who will win the grand prize of the October event is going to be welcomed to the offline grand finale, of course, of serial hacking in February 2019 in Hong Kong. And this is a paid, fully paid trip for the team of 3 people. And this is going to be a lot of fun, of course, and a lot of intercourse with a lot of people from the developers community and from the like general community in blockchain. So this is it in short. And what I would like to say right now is, I guess let's just open up the series of presentations, and the first speaker would be the speaker for the team. The file of the team from Phantom Tasks, and let me present Denis Vasin from the team of EasyChain, with the team of Julia Palamarchuk, I think, Andrey Kurenkov, and Alexander Kolenbet. I think the guys are not going to be presenting live, so they spent some time to record a video. So I would like our technical support, please put the video of this team, the EasyChain team, on the screen, please. And we have 3 minutes for us to view this. Guys, if Denis, if you're around, can you please say hi in the chat room to make sure that we see you. And then once we see you, those of you who see this presentation, please don't be afraid to ask questions, of course, because questions are welcome as you see the presentation.
Fuck with me and get some money, get some money. Fuck with me and get some money. Fuck with G and get some money. No limit, I'm a fucking soldier. Always lit, yeah, I'm never sober. Just for 3 days in a row, yo bitch coming over. Told that bitch to kick rock, she act like it's a boulder.
I guess, yeah, the team decided to show first the video of the September event for us, just to get a feel how it was. This time we're doing an online event, and hopefully next month we'll do something very interesting and unexpected as well. So please stay tuned for those of you who didn't take part in it. And yeah, next time around it's going to be, it should be very, very funny. So can you please tell me what is happening with the presentation of Denis Vasin, please?
Hi everyone.
More and more there.
I'm Denis. Can you hear me?
Hey, Denis. Hi.
Yeah. So here we are with our team, EasyChain. Please, guys, say hi.
Hey.
And we are working on the task of creating an Airbnb-style solution for Phantom blockchain to be able to open the door lock using transaction in Phantom blockchain. Now we're ready to present. Please, technical team, can you show our video?
Hi, I'm Denis. I'd like to present you Phantom Keys, experimental Phantom-based smart lock system. In recent time, IoT solutions became increasingly popular. However, there's still open challenges regarding privacy and security. We believe blockchain can address some of them. Features of blockchain makes it an attractive choice for use with IoT. High level of decentralization ensures scalability and robustness of solution. Public key infrastructure provides convenient identity service. And being secure network, blockchain provides high degree of trust in its data. Phantom Key is our prototype solution for hospitality industry that allows controlling a blockchain-connected door lock with smartphone. As long as the phone is with you, no one can unlock the door. Using it requires no interaction with property owners or hotel staff. Smart contracts provides easy and commission-free way of payment. Our system operates in 3 easy steps. First, a user is paying for reservation in mobile app, and permission to enter is recorded in blockchain. The user can unlock the door by using an NFC-enabled phone with Phantom Keys app installed. Security is guaranteed by using user's private key to sign a request to open the door. During Hackathon, we've created and deployed booking contract to Phantom testnet, developed an Android app to book rooms and communicate with smart lock, and created an Arduino-based blockchain-connected smart lock prototype, including hardware and software parts. Let's see how it works. First, when the user brings a phone to a lock, an NFC exchange happens. A lock sends a challenge, including its unique identifier and current timestamp. A phone is expected to sign given request and send it back. A lock then communicates with blockchain using HTTP protocol. On blockchain side, smart contracts verifies that a signature is correct and a reservation exists for a given user, given lock identifier, and for a given time. If everything is okay, smart contract confirms unlocking. Otherwise, door will be kept locked. A lot of things can be improved on this scheme, such as security on IoT and blockchain communication part and smart chain functionality. However, we believe that a new generation of decentralized marketplaces for hospitality industry can emerge from this technology. Thanks. Now we'll see live demo, then we are ready to answer your questions. No data in blockchain, so the locked will be closed after NFC exchange. Now we have a transaction in blockchain, so a lock will be opened, as you can see.
Okay, can you hear me? Do you have any questions?
Hi again. So, how was it?
Yeah, hi.
I think it is always quite hard for the first player to come in, because it's always this technical fizziness or whatever else that was happening. Yeah, if we have any questions, please let me see these questions, guys. Don't be shy about asking them around in the chat room. And while this is happening, my question, of course, to the team, Denis, if you're around, can you please answer the question about the internet connection? Because let's put it this way, guys. If you're here, by the way, can you put a plus in the chat room, or maybe go online, so that you we at least know that you're here. Okay, yeah. So basically, the question is this. The question is again, if you travel to some other to a new country, right? Oftentimes it happens that when you go to the hotel, you don't have the Wi-Fi connection. You don't have the internet connection before you check in with the hotel. So how would you use your mobile phone with you know, NFS, well, basically NFC, yeah, basically without having the internet connection.
Yeah,
Did
sure.
you look at this?
Sure.
You can answer this, please. That would be great.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Technical support. I think for the questions and answer session, we need the video of the team, please.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Guys,
Roman
can
is
you
writing
turn
here.
me on,
How does
please?
mobile application and backend interact?
Oh, okay. So you see me. Yeah. That's the exact problem why we picked.
Denis, are you around?
Yeah. Here. Can you hear me? Someone can hear me and someone not.
I think there is a lag in the communication.
Yeah, there is some kind of lag problem. So the internet problem is the one problem why we've picked our NFC solution. Because from the phone side,
we need some.
From the phone side, it's completely.
Oh, yes, we can. Okay.
It's completely offline. The
we
log.
Need some answer from the technical support again.
The log. Okay, stop. I stopped.
Guys, since the time is stopped for the question and answers, I mean, so far we have the questions without the answers. We probably need to move on then. As we move on, can you please put the timer for the voting, please? Yeah, so I see Maxim as well. Yeah, just probably think between ourselves and all the other people on the, you know, on this thing, right? So once again, guys, we don't have the answers, but the time is up. So please put the timer, and we have 1 minute for all the participants to respond. From the phone side, the solution is completely offline. Private key stored on the phone and communicated by NFC. Got it, Dennis. Okay, thank you very much. So while we have 1 minute before the next project, and the all our jury and participants are taking this time to vote for this project, I would like to have the next project be prepared, and this would be represented by Dmitry Radkovskiy from the team of Tokatur, and with a team consisting of Denis, Kirill, Koglukov, and George Bell. Guys, and to all of you who's going to be presenting today. Right, okay, so the scores are done. Let's move on. So, yeah, I would like to have technical support. Yeah, QuarkChain would need to be voting for this project, please. I mean, I think you can get in touch with them directly. So thanks for that. Let's move on. The next project is, again, project within the Phantom series. Can we have Dmitry Radkovskiy on the screen, please? Yes, Nadezhda, we all know this. But again, please go directly to Anchor and to QuarkChain for those who didn't vote for the project, please. Go do this directly, and let's have Dmitry on the screen, please, with his presentation. Thank you. Guys, let's move on, please. You can call the people who are not voting at the moment directly. Do not let all the other people wait for this. Thank you. So we'll move on. Let's pull up the next project. Call those who are not voting now. Thank you. So yeah, we need to send the invite to Dmitry Radkovskiy. Dmitry, I think the access rights should be done here at the moment.
Hello?
Dmitry, hi.
Hello, Oleg. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
I see you and I hear you very well. Thank you very much. So
That's great.
right, we need your presentation on the screen, I guess, right? Or you have the video, is that correct?
Yeah. Well, let me introduce myself first. My name is Dmitry. I'm from Team Ducatu. And today we will show you our project for this hackathon, serial hacking October. It's called Cold Crypto, and you can see some of it in the video, and I'll answer your question there. Let's start with the
Perfect,
video.
let's do that. Okay.
The video that we just showed fully shows Cold Crypto that we made as a challenge for Phantom. And Cold Crypto is a wallet and at the same time is a protocol that enables easy geo-based crypto mobile overall versatile payments. That was the idea and the solution. So we used QR codes as the geofenced beacon. At the same time, we can support Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, beacons, NFCs. QR code just seemed as a very intuitive thing to show as a use case in the restaurant. So let's take a look at the pipeline, which you just saw in the video. But overall, it's install Cold Crypto, add a wallet that has some balance on it. We're talking about Phantom here. Go to the restaurant and eat. And now there's the time to pay. You would have a QR code on your table. It would be connected to your table. So let's say it's like table 11. So when you scan that QR code, it will show you that you've eaten this and this, and basically you can choose what to pay for. So after that, you click pay, you get transferred to the Cold Crypto website where it forms a transaction to sign in. You basically choose how much gas you want to spend on this. That transfers you to the Cold Crypto app where you can sign the transaction and be sent back to the restaurant website that will show you a confirmation. We see the future improvements of this in usability, in contract variability, which means not only payment but adding a lot of different stuff into the application.
Some issues with connections,
Then use cases would be
probably done, right?
different Uber services that can use this. The team is Dmitry, Radkovskiy, Kirill Kujuhar, George Bell, and Makalai Zuckerman.
Dmitry?
Okay, the video just stopped. I guess I can continue for my colleague George here. This is a cold wallet app that works as a hot wallet as well. So we have a mobile app that is used for transaction signing, and we have a web app that helps restaurant, cafes, and other business owners to implement our payment system. It's a protocol as well as an app. So you can go to a cafe and you can have a check there with a QR code that you take a picture of, and you pay for it with a Cold Crypto app. And the best thing there is that you don't have to have a backend as a business owner. All you need is just connect to our Duxi API that's coming soon for Phantom as well. And you just need to have a blockchain node, and you might not even have a blockchain node. You can just connect to EasyChain, to Duxi API, and get all your payments on your wallet address as a business owner. And the customer, all they need is to just take a picture of a QR code or tap an NFC button or get connected to a Bluetooth device, and they can pay with a single button on their phone. As you can see in the video, it actually worked like that.
Yeah. Well, thanks. I think the time is up, unfortunately. So Yeah, it's probably time for the questions right now. If there's any questions,
Yeah, okay.
guys, can you please write them down? Can you please write them down in the chat box? So we're waiting for your questions. Now, while we're waiting for those questions, Dmitry, the question from my side, is this application that you're having, is it working specifically for Phantom as a system, or it's pretty much universal?
Yeah, we made it for Hackathon as a Phantom specific app, but it can be continued to develop to make it work for any other blockchain as well.
Yeah, there's another question. How long does it take for transaction to be confirmed?
Well, it depends on the blockchain, and for a blockchain like Phantom that has like about 15-20 seconds block confirmation time, block time, I mean block mining time. Well, a couple of transactions is enough for $5 coffee. If you buying something for like thousands of dollars, 5 to 10 transactions would be better. So it's like a minute or a couple of minutes for transaction information.
There's another question. Does the backend work as the second factor which checks geo information? Do I get it right? I mean, you can read it as well in in the chat box.
Yeah, I can read. So the backend works. You don't actually have to have a backend. If you have a QR code printed on a table with a table number, and if you have a website on the front end app that takes all of the table numbers and shows you what you have ordered, then it's okay. You can actually have a waiter in your restaurant that has a phone, and on their phone they have the app that shows you a QR code, and you pay with it, and you don't even have to have any internet connection at all. You just take a picture of a QR code, you show it to the waiter on their camera, on their phone, and it's signed, and it can be sent to the blockchain node easily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how secure?
Of course, there's a question about security.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the best security there can be, because you can put this up to an air-gap device. You can put it in a Faraday cage. You can have no connection at all on the camera and a screen, and you control everything that goes off your screen. You take a picture, you check the QR code on your screen, and you show it only when you have checked it. And you have to manually sign the transaction as well with a PIN code.
Cool. Well, thanks very much, Dmitry. It's very interesting. What I would advise you to do is, by the time when you turn off the video, can you please go to the chat room, and for the questions that we were not having time to answer, please, continue answering them, okay, in the chat, because I think it's very valuable for yourself and for ourselves as well.
Thank you.
So, yeah, thanks very much for this. So it's time for us, for the jury to vote. Can you put up the timer, please, on the screen? And Dmitry, we will see you in the chat, I guess. So thanks for your time. You can turn off the video now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So we're waiting for the technical support to pull up the timer for 1 minute for the voting. And while the voting is in process at the moment, what we're doing is we would like to have the next project of Dmitry Inutin from the team of Exploding Bash, consisting of Ivan Glushenkov, Matvey Volkov, and Mikhail Malikov, to get ready for, to present their case, please. Guys, if you're here, also mark yourself in the chat, say hi, and get ready. From what I understand, the guys also put their time to put the video together to make sure that it is easier for us to understand how this thing would be working. So, which is great. It will, it'll be very interesting to see what happens. So let's have, we're having some delays, I think, with Quarkchain and Lino with the votes, with the representatives from Quarkchain and Lino. again, I would ask the technical team to actually call these guys directly right now to make sure that we get the votes. And let's put up the next speaker, please, Dmitry Nutin, and the team of Exploding Bash. Yeah, guys, please, you're totally welcome to basically ask questions to another in the chat room, because this is the most valuable thing for all of us. In the event of this size, doing it both offline and online. While you're online, you can continue talking to each other, which is great. Dmitry, hi. And we lost him for some reason. Let's give it a try again. So yeah, while we're waiting for Dmitry Nutin to get with us, stay
Hi.
in chat. And
Can you see me?
Dmitry, hi. Hi, do you see us? Can you hear us?
Yeah. Hi, you see me in here?
Yeah, very good.
Yes, and can you hear me and see?
Totally good, yeah. Let's move on. You have your 3 minutes. Let's
Yes?
go.
Yeah, so, good afternoon to... Nice. So, good afternoon to everybody. My name is Dmitry. Yeah. I am from... I'd like to present my solution on Phantom Task. Please show the video.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dmitry and I am from Team Exploding Bash. Today I would like to tell you about my solution to Phantom Task. Blockchain and cryptocurrencies have become worldwide popular, but there are no usable, comfortable and easy way for paying with cryptocurrencies. Nowadays, making a payment is too complex for ordinary user. You have to use different APIs and tools written for professionals that are not user-friendly and very difficult for understanding. Phantom project is made by people who understand this problem. They created Opera chain with launched consensus algorithm that allows more than 300,000 operations per second. However, Phantom needs simple payment app for their coins called VTM. My solution is a mobile application for simple coins transfer. Let me show you its features. My app provides a managing multiple wallets. Now all your crypto accounts are in one place in one pocket. What is more, you can browse history of your payments just from your mobile phone. No heavy complex tools needed. I want to make blockchain payments as simple as bank payments. So now you are able to mark transaction as favorite and easily repeat it later, just like in your familiar online bank apps. Finally, life of users will become better with lots of useful features of this mobile application. I'm sure that this app is very intuitive for ordinary user. I suppose in the future following updates can be done. First of all, we can add support of multi-receiving transactions, we can give ability for users to make monthly payment statistics and more tools for multi-wallet managing. Considering technical details, I like to highlight following technologies. I use Java language and Android Studio for creating my application. For interaction with network, I use Ethereum TX and Phantom API. And now let's move to live demo. So here it is. This is the first page of my application. Here you should push your public key and private key, because you need them for any operation. If you want to add one more account, it easily can be done the same way. Just put the keys in the fields. So we can easily make any operation, and I would like to point one thing. If you go to the shop and you want to buy something, you will need public key, and it's hard to print this public key with your hands and keyboard because it's too long. But take photo is easy, so you can easily scan QR code that will transform in the public key. And I think it's a very common and intuitive solution. If you want, you can add one more operation, just pushing public key without any photo. And as I mentioned before, you can make any operation favorite and then repeat it later, as you see it on live demo. So this is all, and let's move to the team. It's our team, it's me, Matvey and Mikhail, my colleagues, and if you have a job offer for us, feel free to contact. Here you can see my number and email. Thank you.
Okay. So I would like to answer your questions, but as a presentation and was a bit broken, I would like to mention that my application is very simple and intuitive, and you can easily make payments, transfer money with it.
Okay. There's a question for you, if you could, Dmitry, if you could have a look at the chat.
Yes. This mobile application integrates with blockchain testnet for now. However, when I make the video, testnet was broken. Yeah, I see, and the answer is yes. And however, when we make the video, testnet was broken, and the just operation not go over. We just make it and wait for reply for a very long time until the testnet will be repaired. Any other questions?
Yeah, let's go with any more questions in the chat room, please. Dmitry, while we're waiting for the other questions.
No, maybe.
Yeah. So the question, from
you have question to me?
From myself. So basically, did you see apparently you saw the previous presentation of your team, of another competing team, let's say, for the Phantom prize. How is your solution different from what the guys are offering? I don't know, did you have time to investigate what the guys were doing, or? Dmitry? Did you hear my question?
Yes, I saw the presentation. However, it was a bit unclear of the noise, and I think, yes, I hear your question. I speak to you that we have the same solutions, but I think my app is more intuitive because it's very common to simple bank transfers, like simple bank apps you have on your mobile app. It's very common to it. What is more, I have one question from the chat. Yes, the question is, can we make some transaction without keyboard? And the answer yes, because you can easily scan QR code with the public key and send money to this public key. So just, it's very easy and intuitive.
Got it. All right, thanks very much. The time is over.
Yes. So my time is over.
So yeah, thanks for your presentation.
Thank you.
Turn the video off, and again, just stay in the chat room, waiting for maybe more questions to go on. And I would ask the technical team to start the timer, so that we have the time for the jury to vote. Dmitry, thanks very much. You can turn off the video now.
So,
thank you. And yeah, while our guys, again, please don't touch the videos, anybody, okay? Those of you who are presenting, you have the rights. You have the rights to to actually, to access. So don't be impatient. All the technical team will do everything for you. So don't touch the video. And while the video is being played and the time for the jury to place their marks, we're expecting the first speaker from Phantom, basically the first expert from Phantom, Jake Choi, to show up and give his opinions about these three solutions, and his opinion about who is going to be the first place, who is going to have the second and the third place for the three pre-selected Phantom solutions out of all the teams that were submitting the tasks. Mike, I totally agree with you. We need a blockchain platform for blockchain hackathons. Totally agree. If anybody comes up with this thing, I would probably be the first user of this thing, because it's yeah, it's a little bit appalling. Thanks, Mike. It's a good suggestion, by the way. Yeah, very good idea. Very useful stuff, actually. Right. So let's move on, and I think we're having Jake Choi, right? So I will ask the technical team to have Jake with us on the screen, please, to have to hear a couple of words about how the project is being developed right now. We know that last week, oh sorry, no, was it this week? Yeah, I think it was this week that the guys listed their tokens for the first time, and it was basically an event very well expected, and I know there's a lot of more things that are coming up, so it's going to be great, Jake, to share, to hear some insights, and yeah. And also here, what is his opinion about the initially pre-selected three projects? So I think something went wrong, right, with Jake? Hopefully, right now. Hi.
Hello.
Good. Thanks. Hi. Great to see you again. Huh?
Hi, Oleg. How are you?
Good. Thanks.
Good to see you again. Well, overall, thanks for also mentioning, Oleg, that yes, we have obviously listed. Initially, didn't obviously kick off that well due to market conditions, but things are we're getting a lot of good organic supporters across the globe that are helping us out. I guess for us, as far as Phantom goes, it's been over a month since last time, and it's a lot of things have been progressed, a lot of technical developments been out. As you may have noticed, 2 technical white papers constantly have been updated on our website, and we're getting constant feedback as well. And it's great to see how there's active community and also 3 great examples of how Phantom could be adapted into real-life situation. And as we mentioned before, we do prioritize solving real-life issues as #1. So from the 3 projects participants we had so far, the first place definitely goes to Denis Vasin for the EasyChain. We particularly found it fascinating how something that is very generic as an IoT happens to be solved in Phantom as well. IoT is a great, I guess, field which we all need to tap into, and it's fantastic to see a great presentation along with user friendliness to show us in video how it actually works, and definitely was really cool on that part. The second place goes to Dmitry Radkovskiy for Ducator. This is for the pay to geofence beacon, and we found it very interesting how it was also user-friendly, but the solution itself was very extraordinary in its nature. And last place for now, but not least, obviously, goes to Dmitry in Newton for exploding bash, for the intuitive FTM transfers as well. Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you very much, Jake. It's, unfortunately our time is very limited. It would be great to chat, of course, and yeah, we definitely followed on the first listing steps. Yeah, the market is not very good, of course, but we totally support you, and as much as we can do, of course, you can always count on us, because yeah, the stuff that you're doing is totally amazing. So yeah, let's congratulate everybody in the chat. The first winners, of course, the winners of the first prize from Phantom, Denis, Vasin, and the EasyChain team. Guys, congratulations, way to go. And of course the second team for Dmitry Newton, Dmitry Radkovskiy, and the third place for Dmitry Newton. So congratulations, please, everybody. I mean, shout out a couple of nice words in the chat room. I guess the guys really well deserved it. And while you're doing this, nice round of applause, we're moving on, and we're moving on to the new Cypher batch of projects. Also a batch of 3 projects from what I know. Again, pre-selected. There was quite a long list of those who actually took part in it. And the first team, of course, is Ivan Fedorov, who's going to present his project, and I think it's going to be a video as well. So guys, thanks very much for actually taking the time to putting it all together. Because
hello,
really
can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, hi Ivan.
Hello from rainy St. Petersburg. I solved the case from New Cypher, the patient electronic health records. I developed the interesting project which separate data access. And the big request for everyone, please don't touch the screen, don't touch the video. And it's a big pleasure, and I think we can begin. Please show the video. Hi guys, my name is Ivan, and in this video I want to present you my project for the company New Cypher within serial hacking. I choose a case electronic medical records. Digital storage of medical data eliminates paperwork and simplifies the process of interaction between doctors and patients. Also, given the large amount of data and confidentiality requirements, it is necessary to ensure the separation of data access rights for users. I developed a project which not only solves the problem of storage and data access, but it in an entertaining way motivates people to use the service. A health vector is a chart that reflects the patient's general health condition based on his blood test results, temperature, sleep quality, nutrition and other aspects of lifestyle. For example, a healthy diet, exercise and sleep have a beneficial effect on the human body, while the lack of sleep, frequent use of alcohol and junk food, on the contrary, undermine the immune system. Also, the health vector allows the doctor to evaluate the patient's recovery process. The project is implemented as a site. Patient's data is stored in a JSON file. Access control was implemented using New Cypher proxy encryption network. New Cypher leverages the power of proxy encryption to bring private data to public blockchains. How it works? Alice, the data owner, encrypts data with her public key and uploads it to any supported storage layer. To delegate access to valid recipients, she creates and uploads re-encryption keys to the New Cypher network. Ursula, a miner, receives the re-encryption keys and stands ready to rekey data. Bob, a valid recipient, sends an access request to the New Cypher network. If a valid re-encryption key exists and specified conditions are met, the data is rekeyed to his public key and he is able to decrypt with his private key. In my project, Alice is a patient. Doctor, laboratories, their recipients. The patient Alice can enter activity data during the day, sport, work, sleep and see the result of activity chart by an hour. She can enter the nutrition data and see which food is prevalent in her diet, as well as access her condition using the health vector chart. The prevalence of healthy eating and playing sport increase the health vector, while drinking and lack of activity reduce it. Doctor can access this data either in all or in part. In my development I used the Python language and Flask framework. I want to expand this project, namely to write a mobile application for the health vector and deploy this project for the new version of NewsCyper testnet. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Couldn't see, it was demonstrate the working of the website with access, with data access from doctors and laboratories and each other.
Guys, any questions?
That's all. If you have any questions.
Yeah, we'll have a couple of minutes for the questions. We have a question from Sergey. What encryption scheme?
I see the question from Sergey. What encryption scheme is used in the project? It's a NewsCyper proxy encryption scheme. It's I used the PyUmro Python library, and I told about this scheme in my video.
Not,
you
done enough.
Maybe you didn't hear it or see it.
Okay. Any more questions, please? Any more questions? Yeah, just okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mike Fedorov, it's
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Yeah, very.
he sent the documentation.
Such a sort of backhand thing from you.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah. So I think we'll be saying on time then. Ivan, it's always a great pleasure to see you around and to see your solutions. So let's put up the timer for the experts to vote, and we'll have Ivan then basically have time to turn off the video and stay with us in the chat room. So Ivan, thanks very much for your time. You can turn off the video now. Thank you. Yeah. And yeah, let's have the technical team with the timer. And
thank you.
Yeah, while we're waiting for this timer and for the votes from our jury, we are expecting Anton Picherkin with a team of start block consisting of Ivan Vankov, Daniel Likov, and Ruslan Kanzirapov. And yeah, with a project also within the NewsCyper group of projects. And we're also going to have another video. Hopefully this time we would be more pleased with the with the quality and continuation of it. Right, so I think we'll have another 15 seconds or so. Guys, Anton, if you're around, put something, say hi in the chat room. And we're waiting for you to join us in. All right. So let's have Anton and the team to be online. We'll be having the, we need to be granting them rights right now. And I think it's coming up. Hi, Anton.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hello for everybody. Our project is Patent Control Electronic Health Medical Book. Can you see our video presentation?
Our project is Medical Doctor Chat. What problems does we solve? Easy communication between patient and the doctor, opening access only to the necessary section of your medical card for the doctor, creating a receipt for the patient and storing the history in the blockchain, preservation of private information in communication between the doctor and the patient using NewsCyper encryption. Technical details. Patient goes to the doctor and opens the necessary history of diseases. Doctors goes to consensus and create the smart contract on medicine. Write the recommendations in the personal medical book. And patient gets right to buy medicine. patient buy the medicine from the pharma company using his receipt. And then patient can check the medicine with given receipt from doctor. What work we done? It's mobile application for patient and interface for doctor. Our team is Anton, Ruslan and Ivan. Now let's start demonstrate our prototype. Firstly, patient identify yourself and the doctor that you need. Then patient can choose problems type and list of the doctors that he wants to ask. In the chat, patient can ask doctor about the problems, and doctor asks for access rights to the desired patient history. Patient gains this access. And then doctor can examine the patient's medical history. He creates new receipt on medical for the patient as new smart contract in testnet of platform Ethereum, Rinkeby. We can as smart contract deploy in the testnet. And then doctor can choose one of the receipts and set ID patent and amount of the medicine for this patent. Then they choose the medicine from receipt to buy it as patent. And when patent gets this receipt, he quickly check is it right medicine. And we can see that all history writes to the blockchain as medical book of patent. Thank you for your attention, and it's our contact.
Thank you for your attention. Can you have any questions? And can answer it. Oh, can you hear me? Right, I guess we're trying to work out the way how to see the video better, probably with the video presentation and two video screens running at the same time. It's causing a lot of lag maybe on the video, so we'll be trying that one again for the next presenters. Let's see Anton on the screen, and please, we're welcoming your questions to the system that Anton is presenting. Any questions, please? Yeah, and let's have Anton, of course, on the screen. How does re-encryption work? Anton, if you're around, can you please answer the question from Roman Churchenko? Yes, the re-encryption we use for create a chat between doctor and patient. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, we use the encryption for chat between doctor and patient. Doctor can connect with patient and gets recommends for medicine for this patient. And this chat will be secure by using new cipher encryption. Can you have, do you have another question? To encryption the message, we use the Android application and encrypt the chat on mobile devices. And for doctor, we use web interface and encrypt on web interface, Doctor Chat. All right. So I think the time is over, unfortunately. And Anton, thanks very much for all the preparation, for spending time on the video, of course, and on showing such a great case. It's probably a good benchmark for the other projects to actually, do the same way. I think the time for the questions is over. Also, you may now have your time and turn off the video and stay with us in the chat. Okay. Thanks very much. And now it's time for the voting. So we're asking for our jury, of course, to place their votes. And while we're doing this, again, we're waiting for the last in the row, but not the least, the team of the group of projects for the new cipher batch of projects. And this is Kirill Varlamov, and with the team of on-grid systems, also combined with, teamed up basically with Denis and Gavdu. So Kirill, I saw you're here, I think, in the chat room somewhere, so please get ready. It'll be great to see you around again. So taking the votes, and after the presentation of Kirill, we're going to have, we will need to round up basically our results, and we'll have Mike Yegorov on the screen with us. Yeah, we'll hear his opinions on maybe some of the latest developments. All right, so let's put up Kirill, please, on the screen. I understand that Kirill will be going with presentation live, no video recording. So Kirill, you will be granted some rights at the moment, and it will, yep, so I think it's coming up now.
Hello, good evening. How do you hear me?
Good, very good. So the 3 minutes are yours, Kirill.
Do you hear me,
yeah,
guys?
Very well.
Great. Good.
The 3 minutes are yours.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So we okay. So for the hackathon, we proposed. We submitted 2 proposals, and one is about video streaming and content delivery, and another is self-sovereign health records sharing. So we decided to select the second one, and I'm presenting you. Okay. So the problem of today's health care is that the patient's records are incompatible, very fragmented and insecure. So we need to push ownership of health data away from centralized providers back to individuals. How this solution should look to succeed? It should be fail-safe. It should be distributed. It should be fault-tolerant and resistant to different attacks. It should have granular access control and revocable access rights. It should be open for joining and for inspection and for auditing. And we designed the system which is built using new cipher libraries providing decentralized KMS, key management system, and self-incentivized encryption network, which allows to transform encryption artifact from one key to another without learning anything about the underlying message. To connect new cipher lips written in pure Python, we wrote Django web server, and for UI we used Django REST framework. So the platform looks like traditional web application, but as a target, it should have multi-layer design, and each layer is decentralized. The participants of patient records network, the patient, the pharmacy, the insurance company, the doctor run their own instance, and the apps are able to contact each other over a public messaging bus. There is a bulk storage in the ecosystem and a smart contract layer. How the system works, it has been already said. Each piece of the patient's profile is encrypted with a random decryption key, and then this key EDOC gets encrypted for the patient, so nobody except him could use this key. Then the nested objects get placed in the public storage, and when patient visits the medical organization, the doctor, through its application, requests the user's data to disclose the patient's data, and the patient's application receives the request, and upon approval, the patient's application initiates the access delegation through the re-encryption proxies layer. Then the doctor is able to request the proxies to recapitulate each EDOC key from the patient's public key to doctor's public key, and this operation doesn't decrypt the content, and the proxies make this information with no access to raw data. After a doctor receives the re-encrypted EDOC, it decrypts it with its public key and able to decrypt the patient's record and display it on the screen.
Unfortunately, the time is up now, so if you don't mind, we'll let's go to the questions time. And I saw there was a question from Roman, I think. Roman, can you please repeat your question, please, about encryption from what you remember? What is developed in code in the last slide, Drill?
In the last slide, we developed the prototype of PCEHR DEP, the interface between the decentralized system and the UI. We implemented, we connected the new cipher proxy re-encryption network in their alpha stage of their product. We have written the smart contract, but didn't have enough time to connect it over Web3, but the principles are implemented. And the decentralized storage is connected as the stub code because it's already well-known component. It doesn't have any specific.
Okay, any more questions, please? Any more questions? Yeah, I see some creative people with a lot of time on their hands actually doing some very stupid things in our chat. Very strange people, anyway. Yeah, let's just see what happens again with the questions, guys. Anyone? Yeah, we have another question from Sergey. How many cryptographic keys should the patient have? And the doctor, of course, yeah. Thank you, sir.
The patient should have his own public key for ECDSA algorithm, and the patient should generate the EDOC key for each granular of the data to encrypt with this transient key to put the data in public. And the doctor should have one public key and one key pair, and the patient should delegate the access to the doctor's public key.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks very much. Thanks very much, Kirill. We'll. Yeah. So I guess you may now turn off the video and stay with us in chat, so that if there's more questions, you can answer them. And let's move on for the voting. So we have one time.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. We have 1 minute for basically Mike. Well, sorry, for all of our people to vote, all of our jury to vote for the project of Kirill. And while we're having this last minute for the voting, I would like to have Mike to get ready for the voting. Sorry, for the speaking, and of course, maybe sharing his last developments of New Cipher as the project, where you guys are standing in the moment, what's being on the plate, on the table, what are you busy with, and yeah, and after that, of course, giving your opinion about the first 3 prizes of the pre-selected projects, who's going to have the first place, the second, and the third one. Guys, and again, please don't touch any buttons in the video and the presentation section. Again, once you will get ready, you will have all the access rights, okay? Don't be jumpy. Thank you. Right, so we have a few seconds left, and let's see, we're waiting for Mike to get on screen and share some info with us about how the project is being developed, where you guys are standing at, why are you not going to DevCon and Malta, and of course how the things are, how do you regard the 3 projects? Hey, Mike.
Yeah, hi everyone. I hope the sound works. But anyway, yeah. So far I liked the projects on this event really well. It was very hard to even pre-select, and but I think during the presentation it became clearer. So out of the 3 projects presented, I think the best one would be, well, they all appear to be EHRs, first of all, which is interesting. But anyway, we also see that as the most popular use case anyway. And I think the most interesting one is probably the one developed by Ivan Fedorov. And I think the first prize goes to that one. And the second one, I actually looked, even before the voting, I looked at all of these projects, and the second one goes to Kirill Varlamov. Although I would say that the presentation would have been done a little bit, could have been done better, but the project, the underlying code is actually very good. And the third one goes to Anton Pechorkin with MD Chat. But yeah, it was, as I said, it was very hard to select which one is good, and the many participants are like really strong this time. And in the meantime, on the New Cipher side, I can say that we are kind of right at this moment we are getting our testnet working, and it's I think at the next event it's already something pre-deployed can be used, so you will not have to deploy your own high-key New Cipher like mocknet or New Cipher network. It will be already running. Well, anyway, thanks for organizing this this really cool event, and for getting such good people to participate in the hackathon.
Thanks very much, Mike, and definitely fingers crossed that the things with the testnet will happen in November, because it's
That's all.
going to be definitely more and more exciting, of course, for all of us. So thanks for your time, and we would definitely welcome you to stay with us in the chat room with for the others.
Yeah, it's already happening as
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame that there's some lag, of course, in internet connection here, because Mike is right now in the States and we're here in Moscow, and there's a few people sitting from all over the places. But thanks very much again. And again, so let's again congratulate the winners. The first place goes to Ivan Fedorov, second to Kirill Varlamov, and the third, of course, to Anton Pichorkin and the team of Start Block, right? So a big shout out and congratulations in the chat place for the guys. They've done a lot of good work. It was not easy, and thanks for dedicating so much time to to producing such great results. And as Mike said, good code. Well, basically good code for the time given. All right, so let's move on. The next file of project is going to line up for the Quark chain as the partner, and of course we're waiting for Maxim Panic from the team of 6 blocks deep, and we're waiting for him to get on the screen, please. And I think we're also having a video presentation from Maxim. So please, let's I would ask the technical support, of course, to have Maxim on the screen and the video prepared. So thanks very much.
Hello, can you hear me?
Maxim, hi. Hey.
Okay, hello.
Cool, so the time is yours. Let's go.
Okay, let me introduce myself. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Maxim, and we have developed a platform when you can run your own ICO or any other type of tokenization. We will show you the demo video on which we will create our own token, deploy it to blockchain network, and then we'll sell it. Okay, please turn on the video.
Hello, on this video I will show you how our tokenization platform works. So, on the main page you can explore previously created projects and participate in one of them. Or you can create your own token sale. Let's do it right now. After you sign in, you can explore previously created projects by this account. And right now we will create a new project in Quark chain. You need to specify some base settings in order to do this, like smart contracts details, its token name, its token type, rate, when the token sale will start and end, its hard cap and soft cap. Let's create a default project. Okay, now we have to wait several minutes while the smart contracts are deploying to the blockchain. Meanwhile, let's explore previously created project, Quark Chain Coin. On this page you can see detailed information about this project. As you see, our platform generated 2 smart contracts. It's ERC20 smart contract and token sale smart contract. And investor has 2 options. He can send Quark Chain tokens directly to token sale smart address, or if he wants to invest in different cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Dogecoin and other, he can use this unique link. Let's see what it is. It's a dashboard for your investor, and there is some basic information about how many tokens were raised at the moment, investor balance, and transaction history. Okay, now if I want to invest 1 Bitcoin, for example, I will get this amount of Quark chain coins, and all I have to do is to send 1 Bitcoin to this wallet address, and then my balance will change. After that, I can withdraw these Quark chain coins on my unique Quark chain wallet address. Also, there is an admin panel which has information about users that participated in your token sale, their payments, and other important information and settings. As you can see, we have implemented the solution not only for Quark chain. You can do the same thing on Phantom and Ethereum blockchains. Thank you for attention.
Let me say several words then, in addition to video presentation. Okay, so first of all, our platform is in production, and you can check it out using the same link as in the demo video, because someone didn't allow us to watch it fully. Okay, second, technical details. Our architecture allows us to integrate any blockchain where you can create tokens. At the moment, we have integrated Quark chain, Phantom, and the Ethereum blockchains. Also, the last part of the video was about how you can buy a token and withdraw it to your wallet address using a web interface. Okay, and also in the future we plan to add the ability to create your own tokenized hedge fund, which will consist of ERC20 and fund smart contracts, admin panel, and cabinet for investors. Okay, now I can answer your questions.
Yeah, please, yeah.
You have many problems with testnet. While we are trying to integrate Phantom and Quark chain, it always fails, but in the end we have done it. Okay.
Well, thanks very much, Maxim. It's definitely something very, very interesting, and especially given that the fact that you already said it's that this application of yours, that I mean the product of yours is basically
yes, it's good that you mentioned this. The market is down, it's for sure, but as I said before, with the help of our platform, you can not only run ICO, but also you can run any type of tokenization, and the most recent trend, as I would say, it's the hedge funds. Yes, when you can like the token EO that was shut down recently, but nowadays there are many companies that are trying to run their own hedge funds, and our platform could help them do this. Or maybe it can be used in game tokenization when you want to tokenize your game mechanic. It's many applications of this platform, not only ICO.
At the moment, is it up to the market, or is it you know, basically it should have been up and running in 2017?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, we'll probably need to talk, you know, to go deeper actually in what you have. Even with our fund that we have, you know, the Cayman Islands, this capital and the crypto there, so would be very interested to have a look at it, of course. All right, so it looks like the time is over. Thanks for your understanding of the market, not only the, you know, the technical side of the product as well, and yeah, and thanks for the link to the actual presentation on the project. So yeah, you can now basically turn off the video and stay with us in the chat room. And thanks very much for this, Maxim. Yeah, and what we'll do now, thanks.